Hi everybody, it's Tracy here. I know it's been a while, I'm sorry. Life. I wanted to share with you this baby boy album that I created using the Echo Park Sweet Baby Boy paper line. It was mostly scraps from the albums that I created a couple years ago, because if you remember, I did like 3 baby boy albums and 2 baby girl albums. So I decided, well, I just need to make another one and start doing my paper crafting some more. And so this is what I came up with. It is 8 by 8 and it has a 2.5-inch spine that I just used chipboard and wrapped it with some cardstock. This has some little ephemera here and I popped all of that up. And then over here, I'm not very good with creating covers for albums. I just, like, my brain freezes or something. So I put it out there asking for ideas on what to do on the cover. And a friend suggested putting like a little photo pocket for baby boy. And I don't have the photo pockets, so I just grabbed a page protector because I have tons of those from when I did the 12 by 12 scrapbooks. And so I cut 2.5-inch by 2.5-inch square out of this piece of paper, and I tucked or attached the page protector to the back of it. And then Mom and Dad can just put a little picture right there of the baby boy. And so that's the front cover. There's a little bit of trim here that I either got at the Hobby Lobby or this other little shop that I go to on occasion. They had their trim 49 cents to up to 79 cents a yard. So it's hard to say where I got it at because I picked up trim from both places that day. Here's the spine here. I just fussy cut these animals and pop dotted them up. The back is pretty plain. And so we're going to go ahead and open this up and show you what I got going on here. So on the front inside cover, I have some more trim here. I just really love it. It's kind of lacy, but not really. And I decided to do a waterfall effect because I really like the waterfalls, even though I seem to forget how to do them every time. There's a little ephemera here, popped dotted up with some cardstock, and that as well as popped up. I used 3 punches in this album, and one of them was this one here for my corners, because I need to get back into using my punches as well. So I did that on a lot of my corners in here with a magnetic closure. And so there's 4 flip ups here, and I just put ribbon in between. And I'm trying not to buy any more craft supplies either, so I was trying to use that up as well. But we all know how that is. And then Mom and Dad can put, the mats here are like 6 by 4, I believe. 5 3/4. By almost 3 3/4. So there's a lot of, I mean, it's a big space for pictures there. And so there's that. It's the inside cover. I just put a little trim here as well. And then on the first page, I have a little tuck here. And this is, I have my notes written down, but I don't remember everything. So that's a 5 by 5 little tuck there. And just some more ephemera popped dotted up with a little button. This is a magnetic flip up. And on the bottom here, I have just a little pocket with some more ephemera popped dotted up. And then I have some tags. And I just used my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. And then I put some cardstock on the back. And then on the top, so this is a magnetic closure as well. And let's see that, because all my photo mats are different sizes. That one is 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. And that too is a magnetic closure. And just a little ephemera here, name, date, length, and weight. And then I did a belly band over here with this awesome vintage trim. And then I put that on some cardstock. And I have this little fold up there. This isn't magnetic. I should have done that because it slides around a bit, but I think it'll work. And then on all the pages, I have this pull out, and it is 7 1/4 by 7. And I love this polka dotted cardstock. I went to Joann's because I needed some brown for this album, and they just happen to have their paper 20 for $2. Not that I need it anymore, but why not, right? Page 3, I just have another little belly band here with an ephemera sticker, and I ended up putting a magnet on here because this little part here would just fly out of the book anytime I moved it. So it has a magnet on it so that it can just stick right there. And that is 5 1/4 by, I believe, 5 1/4 as well. Yep. So, and then I have these cute little onesies on the back, and that just goes right in here, and it's, there you go. Page 4, I have some little vintage ribbon here, and so we have a double fold out on this page, and it's hard to tell, but I did use that corner punch on there as well, the one I showed you earlier. So this folds out, and this folds out. And then it folds out again and again. So lots of places for photos and journaling and whatnot for about baby boy. This one looks like 6 1/4 by 2 3/4. And then this one again is 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, give or take, depending on if you want the color to show behind the picture. And then I have some more little tags here, again with the Tim Holtz tiny attacher, and some cardstock on the back. And this is a magnetic closure, but I put the ribbon on just because I thought it helped make it cuter. And then a little ephemera there, hello world, pop dotted up. Another little pull out that's 7 1/4 by 7, of course. And then over here, we have page number 4. And this is kind of similar to page 1, but I want to do each page a little differently. So I have ephemera there with a little button. And this one flips down with a magnetic closure again. Some more of that ephemera. And then I have 2 fold out or flip outs here that are also magnetic. And then this is just some Dollar Tree trim because I thought it needed something to go on there. I wasn't sure what. And let's see, these are 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. So there's that. And then this page was super fun to do because I don't think I've created one like this before. I created one similar, that like did a poll on it or something, if I remember correctly. Anyway, so there's a fold up or flip out, however you want to call it, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. And then I fussy cut this little stork and put him on some cardstock. And then, of course, we got some more tags with the cardstock on the back. And that's how that is. And so clearly there's not much room on that one. But it looks like about 3.5-ish on that. So Mom can have all kinds of different sizes of photos. 7 1/4 by 7. And I still have lots of this paper left over. My goodness. Okay. This page was fun as well because, again, something new that I have not done before. So I have the little ephemera with the cardstock and the button, but over here I created a fold out, but I put a pocket on the front. And it has this little pull out here. And it's a magnetic closure. And just some little pockets. And that just tucks in there. And then over here, so there is a tuck spot here. And then I had created this one, and again, this was something, a learning curve for me. There's a little pull out there. And one here as well. I forgot to put the cardstock on the back of those ones. And that has a magnetic closure as well. And then more of that vintage ribbon here. This is similar to page 3, although it goes the opposite direction. So we have just an ephemera card there on some cardstock because I didn't want a lot of border. And then this here is just a little, it did have the scalloped edge on it, but I cut it off. And then I used this punch for behind it for that brown piece. And then it folds up and down, and then a little fussy cut giraffe popped up on some cardstock. And then we got a cute little lion. And down here we have a cute little bear. And these are both magnetic closure as well. And then there's also, what's going on here? Okay. Another pull out. Again, right here, the 7 1/4 by 7. And that too was a little punch that I used. I actually have 2 of these punches and I don't need to, but apparently I wasn't paying attention when I purchased my second one. So the last page here, well, let's get those out of the way. Sorry about that. The last page here is just a little sticker that I pop dotted up, snips and snails and puppy dog tails. And these here are actually, they're like the ephemera cards that you're supposed to, excuse me. It's kind of late here. And this is like take number 20. Anyways, it's like the ephemera cards that are, you have to separate them. But I just folded them in half. I put a little magnetic closure here. And because at first I wasn't planning on doing this, and I decided to do that. And right here, I did not attach it all the way down. That way Mom or Dad can put a picture there. I'm not sure what happened there, but more pictures there. Sorry, I got a little squirrely there. Magnetic closure. And then the back inside cover. This was challenging because I had seen somebody do this on an album, but they didn't have a tutorial, or I was too lazy to look for it. I'm not really sure, but I thought it was super cute. So, and it was easy to create the blue part, but this right here, cutting the paper with the right direction, because I'm directionally challenged. I created my own little template so that I could make sure that I didn't cut it the wrong direction, because I cut it like 3 times, 4 times, something like that. Anyways, so I fussy cut some turtles there, and then there's 2 more little tags here and more cardstock. So that is my baby boy, Echo Park Sweet Baby Boy mini album. Again, like I said, it's an 8x8 by 2.5-inch spine. And I do plan on doing another tutorial here soon. I have a friend that had asked if I could do one on a project I made. Because I just wanted to create it. I seen everybody was doing it. Thought it was really super cool. And then a friend / coworker thought it was for sale. And so I sold it to her. I really hadn't planned on selling it, but I didn't know what I was going to do with it. So I'm going to do a tutorial on that for my friend Debbie. And hopefully I'll get some more stuff going here soon. Like I said, I got to get back into my paper crafting because I kind of strayed away to mixed media and whatnot. But I just want to say thank you again for subscribing and commenting. A big thumbs up. And I hope you guys all have a fabulous evening. Bye.